Isaac Newton was an English scientist, mathematician, natural philosopher, theologian and one of the most influential scientists in human history. His Philosophiae and Naturalis Principia Mathematica, published in 1687, is considered to be the most influential book in the history of science, laying the groundwork for most of classical mechanics. In this work, Newton described universal gravitation and the three laws of motion which dominated the scientific view of the physical universe for the next 3 centuries. In mathematics, Newton shares the credit with Gottfried Leibniz for the development of the differential and integral calculus. Because of the resounding impact of his work, Newton became a scientific icon, much like Albert Einstein after his theory of relativity. Many books, plays, and films focus on Newton or use Newton as a literary device. Newton's stature among scientists remains at the very top rank, as demonstrated by a 2005 survey of scientists in Britain's Royal Society asking who had the greater effect on the history of science, Newton or Albert Einstein. Newton was deemed the more influential. In 1999, leading physicists voted Einstein greatest physicist ever. Newton was the runner-up. Visual arts. William Blake created a color copper engraving entitled Isaac Newton in 1795. Poetry. English poet Alexander Pope was moved by Newton's accomplishments to write the famous epitaph, "Nature and nature's laws lay hid in night. God said, let Newtime be, and all was light." English poet Sir John Squire amusingly satirized this. "It could not last. The devil shouting, ho, let Einstein be, restored the status quo." The following passage is from William Wordsworth's The Prelude, in which he describes a marble statue of Newton at Trinity College, Cambridge, and from my pillow, looking forth by light of moon or favouring stars, I could behold the ante-chapel where the statue stood of Newton with his prism and silent face, the marble index of a mind forever voyaging through strange seas of thought, alone. Jerusalem. The Emanation of the Giant Albion. William Blake. A poem sacred to the memory of Sir Isaac Newton. James Thomson. The Movement of Bodies. Sheena Pugh. Literature. Books about Newton. Maureen McNeil. Newton as a National Hero. Feminist Cultural Studies of Science and Technology. Routledge. pp. 27-43. ISBN 978-0-415-44537-5. A. Bowden Van Ripper. Science in Popular Culture. Greenwood Press. ISBN 978-0-313-31822-1. Mordecai Feingold. The Newtonian Moment. Isaac Newton and the Making of Modern Culture. Oxford University Press. ISBN 978-0-19-517734-3. Books featuring Newton as a character. Newton and his alchemical experiments play a central role in the 2012 young adult novels The Prince of Soul and The Lighthouse by Frederick Brown Ayers. A character based on Isaac Newton plays a significant role in The Age of Unreason, a series of 4 alternate history novels written by American science fiction and fantasy author Gregory Keyes. Newton is an important character in the Baroque cycle by Neil Stephenson. A major theme of these novels is the emergence of modern science, with Newton's work in the Principia being prominent. Newton's interest in alchemy and the dispute over the discovery of calculus are prominent plot points, and there is a debate on metaphysics between Newton and Gottfried Leibniz moderated by Caroline of Ansbach. The development of an economy based on money and credit is also a major theme, with Newton's time with the Royal Mint and intrigues against counterfeit leading to a trial of the PYX. Newton is a recurring character in Gottlieb's Rubricae, a Brack series of comics. where he repeatedly discovers gravity or randomly bizarre laws after being hit on the head by various objects, including the famous apple. Newton is the protagonist of the 2002 Philip K. novel Dark Matter, set during the Great Recoinage. Newton is a major character in Michael White's 2006 novel Equinox. Sir Isaac Newton is a newt in the tale of Mr. Jeremy Fisher by Beatrix Potter. Books featuring Newton as a plot element. Newton's alleged participation in the Priory of Sion. Newton's grave in Westminster Abbey provides the crucial clue in the mystery thriller The Da Vinci Code. Newton is credited as having invented the pet door as a monumental life achievement in Douglas Adams' Dirk Gently's holistic detective agency. Sir Isaac Newton, renowned inventor of the milled-edge coin and the cat flap. "The what?" said Richard. "The cat flap, a device of the utmost cunning, perspicuity and invention. It is a door within a door, you see." "Yes," said Richard. "There was also the small matter of gravity." "Gravity," said Dirk with a slightly dismissive shrug. "Yes, there was that as well, I suppose. Though that, of course, was merely a discovery. It was there to be discovered. You see," he said, dropping his cigarette butt, "they even keep it on at weekends. Someone was bound to notice sooner or later. But the cat flap, there is a very different matter. Invention, pure creative invention. It is a door within a door, you see." Plays. Arcadia, Tom Stoppard, includes long discussions of topics of mathematical interest including Fermat's last theorem and Newtonian determinism. 5 Fugues for Isaac Newton, Ray Davis. Calculus, Carl Juracy. Small Infinities, Alan Brody. Mitt. Character in the play and Good King Charles's Glorious Days by George Bernard Shaw. The Physicists, a satiric drama by Friedrich Dürrenmatt. Let Newtime Be, a verbatim play constructed from the published and unpublished words of Newton and his immediate contemporaries by Craig Baxter. TV and radio. In 1982, Dan Kern played Newton in an episode of Voyages, Cleo and the Babe. From 1983 until 1998, Newton's Apple ran on PBS and was based around answering science questions for children. Trevor Howard guest-starred as Newton in the 1986 miniseries Peter the Great. In 1993, John Neville played Newton in an episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation, Descent. In 1996, Newton was the main villain of the anime The Vision of Esker Flona as Emperor Dormkirk. In 1996 and 1997, Newton was played by Peter Dennis in the Star Trek Voyager episodes Death Wish and Darkling. In 2007, David Warner portrayed Newton in the Doctor Who audio drama Circular Time. The Fourth Doctor had previously mentioned his acquaintance with Newton in the TV serials Shada and the Five Doctors. The 2015-2016 Japanese television show Kamen Rider Ghost features a form change based on Newton. This form was previously teased during this show's immediate predecessor, Kamen Rider Drive, films and video. The Newton-Leibniz calculus controversy was the subject of a 2010 film, The Invention of Calculus. Me and Isaac Newton, is a documentary, by Michael Apted, about 7 scientists. Harpo Marx played Newton in a comic appearance in the film The Story of Mankind. Weird Al Yankovic portrayed Newton in a third-season episode of the web series Epic Rap Battles of History. Knowledge is power, is the oft-repeated mantra in the slightly askew world of frequencies. Newton Mass. Some atheists, skeptics, and others have referred to the 25th of December as Newton Mass, a tongue-in-cheek reference to Christmas. Celebrants send cards with reasons greetings printed inside, and exchange boxes of apples and science-related items as gifts. The celebration may have had its origin in a meeting of the Newton Association at Christmas 1890 to talk, distribute gifts, and share laughter and good cheer. The name Newton Mass can be attributed to the Skeptics Society, which needed an alternative name for its Christmas party. Another name for this holiday is gravmass, which is an abbreviation of gravitational mass, due to Newton's theory of gravitation. In January 2015, Neil deGrasse Tyson noted that he was not anti-Christian, referring to a message he tweeted on the 25th of December 2014 as follows. Newton's birthday was the 25th of December under the old-style Julian calendar used in Protestant England at the time, but was the 4th of January under the new-style Gregorian calendar used simultaneously in Catholic Europe. The period between has been proposed for a holiday season called 10 Days of Newton, to commemorate this.